Alright then gang, so now we have authentication pretty much nailed down. I'd like to return to this thing where we create a new project. So at the minute, when we create this new project and click on create, then this action creator, create project, is getting fired, and this is inside project actions. And inside that, we're communicating with Firestore to add a new document to the projects collection. Now when we do that, we take the initial project, which contains the title and the content, and we spread those properties right here so that the new document contains them. Then we also add these properties: author first name, last name, author ID, and created at. Now these three things right here, we're hard coding net ninja and 1 2 3 4 5, but we don't want that. We want this to be the author's first name, whoever created this project, this to be the second name or the last name, and this to be the actual author ID. Now we now have access to that data on the profile object. Remember, if we check this out, when someone is logged in, if we go to the console, we can see on the state inside Firebase, down here inside profile, we have all that information, the first name and last name. So we could use that right here for these properties. Also, we could use on the auth property inside Firebase the UID of that user, okay, because it's not stored in the profile, it's in the auth property. So let's update these things right now so we can use the actual author's information. So first of all, up here, I'm going to create a new constant called profile, and I'm going to grab that profile information from the state. So we can use this thing right here to do that. Get state. We take that as a parameter inside this function. So we can say get state, and this returns the state object. Now on that state object, we want to go into the Firebase property right here, then inside profile to grab that information. So let's say .firebase.profile. So now we have access to that. Now let's grab the UID. So we'll say const and then the author ID, and that is going to be equal to get state again. Then we go into Firebase again, right here, then into auth, not profile, to grab that UID. And we use this property inside the auth object. So let's say get state, then .firebase again, then .auth, then .uid. So that is the author ID for us. Okay, so the first name over here is going to be profile.firstname, and then profile.secondname is going to go here, or profile.lastname rather, like so, because that's the property names, right? So that's going to grab that data. We also need the author ID, so let's replace this with the author ID we grabbed above. And now, when we add a new project, it's going to get the actual author data instead of the dummy data we just added in. So let's save this and test it out. So if I create a new project, I'll say, help me find Peach, and she's gone missing again. We're going to add this. And by the way, we need to redirect the user once they've created a new project to the home page. We'll do that in a second. But you'll notice, first of all, we get this logged to the console. That's in the project reducer that we do that. We also get the actual project logged. And we should see inside our database a new project added. So it's not that one. It's this one. So now we can see Mario made the post. Surname is Plumber. The author ID is right there. Then we've got the content created at and the title as well. So this is cool. And now let's go back to the home page, and we can see this new thing, help me find Peach, is inside this list. Now it's not at the top, and we'll sort order out later. We will do. But for now, let's just leave that. What I would like to do is address this thing right here, because at the minute we're outputting the Net Ninja created this, but it was actually Mario. If we click in here, then it says the correct author there, but we need to update it on the home page as well. So let's do that. So this right here, that is in the project summary. So if we open up that component, let's go into projects and then go to project summary. We can see right here, this is where we're outputting it. So let's get rid of that. And instead, we want to take the project that we have right here, and we want to output the first name and the last name. Now, they are called author first name and author last name on project document. So let's use those. So project.author first name, and then close those curly braces, space, then the project.author last name as well, and close that. Save it, and let's view the home page. over here. Now we can see the correct author right there. Okay, so that's working. Now I wanted to redirect the user when we've created a new project, so let's look at how we can do that. So let's head on over to the create project component. This is the form. So after we've done this, after we've fired this function right here, which is dispatching an action down here, okay, after we've done that, what we'd like to do is then redirect the user. So inside this component, we have access to router information on the props. That happens automatically when we use the router. We covered this in the complete React tutorial series. So all I need to do to redirect this user is say this to reference the component, then .props, then we're going to use a property called history, which is placed there by the router. Then we're going to push the user to a new place. So that is going to be just /, which is going to send them to the home page, the dashboard. So let's save this and see if it works. So new project, we'll just do a test project and blah, 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 whatever. Create that. And now we get redirected to the home page. We see this down here and we can see the author. Everything's working. Cool. So there we go. Now we have authentication covered and adding a project covered. So the last thing we really need to do with these projects is output the correct date and format it correctly, both here and here. So we'll look at that in the next video.